Hey guys, I figured that while I'm awake at 12:16 in the middle of the night after having 3/4 of a chocolate milk and already downed one entire Red Bull, I decided, hey, I'm gonna tell another Germany story. So let's get this bitch started. Alright, so this one's gonna be a moderately short one. It's our first day in Germany. Alright, so we're off the plane and we went from Philadelphia airport all the way to, I believe, Frankfurt airport, and we couldn't sleep because we were leaving Philadelphia sometime in the afternoon. I think it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon when we actually got there and left. I think 4 to 5 ish. And so we couldn't sleep at all because by the time we got in Germany, it was already going to be 6. So my dumbass is like, hey, I'm going to listen to some music because I downloaded the entire Fallout 4 radio soundtrack onto my iPod. And I was listening to that. And the ride was like a good 10, 12 hours. And so by the time I listened to the entire thing 3 times, I was already sick of it. So we were flying Lufthansa. That was the actual flight company that owned the planes and shit, and they had screens in the back of the seats that had movies and like weather and stuff like that, just random data, cool shit. And they had free movies, right? And I was like, all right, cool. I want to watch some goddamn movies. So the movie I watched before just staring out the window into the blackness of night. It was, I believe wasn't Step Brothers, it was Stepfather or something like that. Something like that. Some movie like that. And after I got done watching that, it said like 3 hours left before we landed. So we're over the Atlantic. And I'm looking out my window. The cabin's dark because them sons of bitches like, no, we're turning this shit off. People want to sleep. So it was me, and I was sitting next to a friend. It was the other friend from the piss beer story. The other friend who was wise enough not to be dumbass like us. So he's sleeping, like going in and out of consciousness. And so he's passed out. I'm looking out the window. Luckily, I got the window seat. I had to barter for it because the person I originally sat with wanted to keep the seat. Then he wanted to sit with someone else, and so I got to sit at a different seat, which had a window seat, which was fantastic. I love window seats on planes. So we're flying over the Atlantic at night, and we're coming up on, I think it was England, and I look down, and all I see is like an ocean of just orange lights. And I'm looking down there, and I'm like, oh, this shit's cool, all right. And I was having a fantastic time just watching that. And so that happens. We land in Frankfurt, and one of the people on a trip left their passport on the plane. That shit didn't bode well because we think we missed our first train, and the person who lost their passport, they tried going back onto the plane to try to get it, but the plane was sealed off so they can clean it, and so he had to wait for a bit before he can get it, and so he was separated from the group with one of the other chaperones on the trip. So the entire group is going. We had to buy new train tickets and stuff. And I forget where we went. I think we went to the hotel, our hotel, to drop off our luggage so we can actually go explore Frankfurt. That was pretty fun. Frankfurt. Got to see Der Rome or something like that. It was like the city square-ish type thing. I think it was Roma. Roma. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Shit, I didn't even pronounce it right back in April. Why am I thinking I'm going to pronounce it right now? So, the day it was pretty long, so because I had to pull an all-nighter, and so the day concludes where we went on a boat tour of Frankfurt, and they had tables where plenty of seats. Holy dog tits. They had plenty of tables with seats and stuff. And so I sat down with a bunch of friends, same friends from the beer story and a few others, and we were playing cards. And we were like the primary English speakers on the boat. Go figures in Germany. But so whenever someone would doze off, you'd hear one of the German people like pat him on the back, be like, "Aufstehen." It's stuff like that. That's how I learned that phrase, actually. Funny enough. And so one of the tables full of us Americans, all of them were passed out, and I'm just sitting there because everyone at my table was awake. We were just playing cards quietly by ourselves. All you saw were just a bunch of Germans taking out their phones and taking pictures. It was hilarious. Every time me or anyone else reminded them of it, be like, "Hey, remember back on the first day when you guys passed out and people were taking pictures?" They all just got pissed off, and it was like, "Yeah, we remember." That was funny. Not as good a story as the piss beer story, but I still think it's pretty funny. We spent a few days in Frankfurt before we got on the train and headed to Munich, and then that's when the events of the piss beer story take place. But I don't want to say everything now; the video would be too long. But that had to be the most painful day. Was the first day, just because one. We felt like assholes when we spoke English to shopkeepers. I mean, we were there to learn German, damn it. Why weren't we speaking in German? So whenever we had to speak English to shopkeepers, we just felt like complete dickheads. I had to a few times. There were a few times when I spoke German enough to get my order across and gave them the money and handed it out. That was just for like small stuff like a Coke, which, by the way, let me say, European soda bottles, why the fuck is it industrial plastic? That shit can stop a fucking bullet. Why is it so tough? Seriously, if you ever go to Europe, specifically Germany, and you order Coke, that plastic that I have that soda in, why is it so thick? It's so thick. That stuff could stop a damn bullet. It's ridiculous. Why? I thought Europe was big on recycling. Why the hell is there so much plastic on that damn bottle? But yeah. Another thing. Holy fuck! I should probably break out the next Red Bull before I pass out on my chair here. Move this damn wire. This is bullshit. And there we go. Wrap it around this. Burp. Okay, done. What else is there? Well, while in Frankfurt, I bought a few hats. A nice ass tan hat that says Frankfurt on it. Pretty well stitched and everything. That was when I think it was in Frankfurt where I had my credit card information stolen too. At least my debit card information. Yeah, I had that stolen while I was in Germany. Okay, that's my tip to people traveling abroad. Don't just use ATMs, because that's how I got my information stolen. Don't just use ATMs. There, that's Griffin's tips on traveling. Okay, don't use ATMs. Solely just ATMs. And from the German trip, I still have a bunch of euros and coin euros that I have that I never exchanged because I completely forgot I had them. Okay, let's see what I got here. I have a 1 cent euro. Okay, I have a 10-cent euro coin, 20-cent coin, 50-cent coin, and a 1 euro coin. That's cool, isn't it? Ooh, what else is there to talk about? I can't really think of anything else. So yeah, this is Griffin after hours. After he's had one too many Red Bull, one too many chocolate milk, and has played too much Siege. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have a few more stories before the week is out, because that German trip was funny, man. It was pretty funny, let me tell you. Besides the piss beer one. That might be the... No, it's not the most dramatic, but it was definitely up there. Out of all the stories I could tell, I'd probably rank that like number 2 and number 3. Alright, well, peace out.